I have no qualm with the ideological partnership or relationship that we have or that the ANC has with Cuba. I think I've mentioned that in the past. And I see that obviously as the governing party of the day. And this has been established since the 90s, and I have no qualm with our diplomatic ties. But I urge us to either recognize them as they are described, which is as a strategic partner for South Africa and the Latin American region and in multilateral fora, characterized by high-level political dialogue, or we need to get honest about, at a national government level, exactly what role Cuba plays here and what we play for Cuba. We know that the export of their doctors is a huge part of, because they've got such a great national health service, it's a huge part of their foreign exchange earnings. In many respects, by the way, individual professionals, doctors, engineers, teachers are not necessarily here under choice. They're here in many cases under duress, sent by the government to go and earn forex on their behalf. And I think we need to get quite honest about that, firstly. Secondly, there needs to be a strategic 5-year picture, at the very least, of the numbers we can expect, how, like in a procurement, any other procurement contract, who they've competed against in order to get here, or they need to justify this preferential treatment with an honest take of South Africa's national relationship with Cuba. Not the posters of Fidel Castro and Remember Mandela. I want to understand exactly, because we actually have very strong relationship ties with a number of countries. And why can't this have been 19 Zimbabwean teachers? Why couldn't it have been 24 Indonesian engineers? We do have these relationships. And so it is the pace at which we're seeing them come up, these contracts, be it the engineers, be it the teachers, the doctors, and critically, and still to be answered, the Defense Ministry partnership with that Cuban vaccine that nobody else seems to have purchased. 200 million rand spent there, by the way. 40% of that batch destroyed because somebody left the fridge open. And that was brought in by the Department of Defense. I don't even know why the Department of Defense is procuring medicine in the first place. I am starting to believe in a post-Zuma era with fewer access points to SOEs, with crumbling municipalities. I do buy that WhatsApp that came through, that this is much less a government partnership and much more an ANC, likely an ANC funding partnership. Some kind of a mutual benefit, extracting finance and forex from the South African fiscus. And after this stop with DIRCO, my next is with Treasury. Because if we don't tie this up, I think the ANC will continue for a very, very long time, and I feel very strongly about that.
Breakfast with Refilwe Moloto
on Cape Talk.